Hello, and this week we'll be talking about doping. Doping is a part of the semiconductor process where we where we implant some ions through chemical or physical means, making the making the silicon wafer into N or P to their respective types. I'm mainly going to discuss about ion implantation part, the physical part, because it is widely used and it overcomes thermal budget issues. So the thing about ion plantation is that you can control a precise dose when in operation, and it has a relatively low depth profile. So it will be used on the contact and drain sort parts. And another great thing about ion implantation is that it's a low temperature process. As I mentioned earlier, it's really good at it's really a strong point in the thermal budget. But however, one critical problem I say, because since it's the low thermal, but since it happens in a low thermal temperature and it's a physical process, uh, the ions that got into the silicons, they actually don't activate. So we have to activate it by annealing into a very high temperature, very very dense energy lasers. And there's another critical problem about the ion implantation method is the damage. Uh, as we learned from the ion bombardment part, throwing ions around damages the lattice and the device. So there are some methods that prevent some damage, and that is to throw a hot ion implantation, hot ions, so that it is a relatively making the whole structure relatively safe and easier to be cured. Curing meaning uh, making a structure into a crystalline rather than the damaged amorphous solid. Thank you for listening. This is Young Kim of the Semiconductor Fabrication class.